Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Trojans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Jackson. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
See it. He'll take the deep shot. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Play fake, Julian Sayin. He's looking deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That's caught. It's Jordan. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Oh, they're after him. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And the Trojans will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking for room, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Throw it. Say it. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Sayin trying to be heard above the noise. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's going to take off. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be fourth down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory.
Defensively on third and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Sayin to throw for it on fourth. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Bunch formation for these receivers. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Quarterback now breaking the field. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Picks up the first down. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
They're dealing with a second and long. Here's Sayin to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Say it. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Jordan. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Mayama. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Makes it past the marker. Still running at the 40. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is the huge play as this offense rolling.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
That's a great job getting the 1st down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field, and they've had so many guys go in the 1st round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Now here's Saying. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big loss.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. some time here late in the half. They'll leave it with the lone back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He wants to change this route. The play action fake. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Snags it on the right. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. On the ground, it's Jordan. Finding some room. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Maiava. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to set up the screen. Snags it, and he's open. He's stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Trojans.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They go to the ground, fighting off the defender.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. Maybe some room here. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
This is a guy that gets stronger and stronger as the game goes on. After that last run, he's already now got 100 yards rushing.
Zayin. They needed a big play, and they got it. And a foot down for the first down.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Zayin. Under fire. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The run inside. It's Jackson. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He'll take a deep shot here. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And the offense is still searching, man. Like, just that's a bomb down the field, and I love it. You got to take shots. You got to be aggressive. But so far, the defense has won the day, and they've really strangled anything they've wanted to do. And this offense is going to have to find some way to move the football, the run game, the short passing, whatever it is, to get something cooking.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the number 14 team, the Memphis Tigers.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Reads it, fires complete. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second. Maybe a crease. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So, tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Strong pass rush rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Throwing, say it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Smashes, and another broken tackle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive.
Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Buckeye! They take the lead with the 6. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks when he picks up the first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And he makes the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Parker. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20. A pickup of 5.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call.
Might have a chance. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. He is having a day, and think about this stat. Ezekiel Elliott has his name in the top 20 single-game rushing record list 5 times, more than any of the great Ohio State backs. Oh, we might have another entry coming here.
Oh, that's incredible to think about. And you think about some of his past runs that were so amazing, and when you got a guy
trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
So now it's second and long. Running inside, it's Jackson. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Might as well stick with him. Got enough for the first. Turning it on! And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really demonstrated itself throughout the course of the game. They've got more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every possible way. And even on that last one, not letting them get out of bounds. You got to be impressed with what you've seen by this defense.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and 1. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the ground, it's Jordan. Here's a little room there. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Right back to the well. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking downfield, it's Maiava. Zings it complete to the right. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Here's Sayin to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Unloads it left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, USC! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Rushes on him. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled.
Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Fourth down, Sayin. Looking to take a shot. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Looking to pass. It's Maiava. Quick completion on the out. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it.
And hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the... Fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. St. Clair throws to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
It's complete. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And he's dragged down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. They're working that left side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Throwing St. Clair. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put...
Oh, he's got some space. Pass to 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans! They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Using his legs, it's Rodgers. Last play of the game, they'll try to dress up that final score. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse,